All right, Elvis Cup Guy here. Hey, you guys are gonna wanna stay tuned and watch this entire video all the way through to the end, okay? I'll make this quick. I've got some rare footage of Elvis to show you from August 19th, 1975, Las Vegas. Elvis is wearing the gypsy suit. Look, the little clips I'm gonna show you are full of damn surprises. Number one, when he comes out on stage, you're not gonna believe what he does. Also, he plays the guitar during Amen, and I've got a little small segment of Elvis singing Can't Help Falling in Love, and something odd happens when the curtain goes down. That's at the end of the video. Now, in between those clips, real quick, I'm gonna show you a couple pieces of my personal memorabilia, stuff from my personal collection. One thing I'm gonna show you is a rare kind of a magazine newspaper from early 1956, where they talk about Elvis and his brand new record on RCA, Heartbreak Hotel. And I think at the time it had not become a big hit yet. Also, here's the big thing, okay, from my personal collection. Something directly related to Elvis's appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show in January of 1957. Elvis actually held this thing, okay? There's not many items around from or related to Elvis on the Ed Sullivan Show, and you're not gonna believe what I'm gonna show you. And damn, I've got provenance with it. So anyway, stay tuned. The rare footage from Vegas 75 and the rare memorabilia, and you're not gonna believe the thing from the Ed Sullivan Show. So anyway, it's all gonna start now. All right, coming up next, Elvis is getting ready to hit the stage, Las Vegas, August 19th, 1975. And you're not gonna believe what he does. It's gonna start now. All right, Elvis is gonna play the guitar during the Amen portion of the opening of the show. You're not gonna believe it. It's so out of character. He normally wouldn't do this. So anyway, it's gonna come on right now. All right, what I'm getting ready to show you right now is a rare newspaper type magazine publication from early 1956, where there's a big article on Elvis talking about his time at Sun and how he just got on to the contract there at RCA, and about his first new song, brand new song, Heartbreak Hotel. Anyway, coming up now. All right, what I want to show you guys now is this early 1956 magazine, Cowboy Songs. And the front cover is missing, but there's a good article, very early article on Elvis Presley. They call him the country cat. I'm not gonna read this thing to you. You can pause it and, you know, freeze frame it if you want to. But it discusses Elvis being on Sun and making the move over to RCA. It says here, Elvis had 5 record releases on the Sun label and then switched to RCA. His last one for Sun was his first one for Victor. I forgot to remember to forget. Back with Mystery Train. His newest release is Heartbreak Hotel, which is a smash in both the pop and country fields. Elvis recently was voted by the most promising new country and western artist by Cashbox, and he placed number 9 in a Country Song Roundup's annual popularity poll. And then it goes on to talk about Elvis, the Memphis Cat, all that other kind of stuff. But anyway, there's that. Now, there's a couple other things in this little newspaper magazine thing from early '56 that I want to show you, okay? Like I said, let me focus in on this so you can, freeze frame it if you'd like, all right? So let me turn the page and show you this. Check this out, a very early photo of George Jones. Check that out, okay? And anyway, and one more thing I want to show you in this magazine, then I'm done, okay? Just a couple more seconds. Check this out. Cowboy Songs, News in Pictures. Check this out. Elvis Presley holds still long enough to get interviewed by teenage disc jockey Ray Pulley of radio station WFOS, South Norfolk, Virginia. I don't know if I've ever seen that photo before. Well, I mean, I've seen it in this damn magazine because I own it, but that's probably a pretty rare photo of Elvis. I don't know if I've ever seen it published before, but anyway, there it is. Just wanted you guys to check this out. It's pretty rare. All right, coming up next, I told you guys, you're not gonna believe this, rare memorabilia related to Elvis Presley's January 6, 1957 performance on the Ed Sullivan Show in New York, okay? I think that's the date. That's an approximate date. We believe that's what it is. But anyway, it's an Elvis autograph, and you're not going to believe what he signed it on, okay? And it came from a girl, and I'll explain it in the video. I won't flip this camera around, but anyway, watch it. It's coming up now. All right, what I'm going to show you now is the rare piece of memorabilia that I have, that I own, directly related to Elvis in New York and one of his performances at the Ed Sullivan Show. And we believe it's the one that was in January 6th, I believe, 1957. But anyway, what I'm going to show you is a pair of gloves, okay, autographed to, now it looks like it says Pete, but this was on a girl's hands when Elvis signed this, and she turned her hands over so he could autograph the underside of the glove. But it really says, instead of to Pete, which it looks like, it actually says to Pat, Elvis Presley, okay? There it is. And these are small gloves, okay? You can see, pretty small. But I'm gonna show you, here's one glove, and here's another glove that's unsigned. And there's the underside of it. But anyway, let me kind of explain what I got here. So I obtained this from a lady who was the close or best friend of this woman that passed away, okay? Deborah or Debbie Haynes. And you guys can freeze frame this stuff if you want to. But anyway, she died in 2003. She left these gloves to her friend. If you see here, in addition to her father, Debbie is survived by her dearest friend, Shirley Connolly. And you can see Shirley wrote this to me on this copy of the obituary. I hope you enjoyed these gloves. They were signed at a concert probably in the late 1950s. These gloves were worn by a dear friend, by my dear friend's relative, probably her grandmother or aunt. Well, we talked about this later, and she said that since her friend gave it to her, she kind of learned that these were probably gotten at the stage door in New York when Elvis performed at the Ed Sullivan Show, and probably in early '57. Now, what's interesting, this lady here, Deborah Dorothy Haynes, was adopted and by a famous couple, actors. And this man right here was her husband. I mean, was her father. That's the lady and her husband, and this girl's father. And you guys can freeze frame this if you'd like. But bottom line is, this girl was adopted. The girl you see right here, by this Broadway stage soap opera actor, okay? And because of his connections, he got entrance, or for some relatives, and I think it was her aunt, she said. Her aunt got to go see Elvis at the Ed Sullivan appearance in, she believes, in January '57, and managed to get Elvis to sign these gloves. Now what I've got here are related images. There's Elvis about that time period. Maybe this is late '56, and there's gloves similar to what I have here, okay? So anyway, I'm gonna go through this quick. There's her father, and you can read this. Adoption upheld. Harry Haynes, radio and television actor, and wife Gertrude hugged their adopted daughter, Deborah. And like I said, this is Deborah, who the gloves came from, okay? Okay, I appreciate you guys sticking through and watching this entire video all the way through. Please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the like button. And as promised, Elvis is getting ready to close out the August 19th, 1975 show in Las Vegas. We're in the gypsy suit with a little small segment of Can't Help Falling in Love. Until next time, this is the Elvis Cup Guy. I'm out of here, and here comes Elvis.